the reference to pornography is I think telling because um for sure like that's sort of the cultural, particularly currently the cultural aesthetics of beauty can be very sexually explicit or graphic or pornographic in that way. Um and and yet there there is a beauty in sexuality. Um but it depends on what it's used for. And I think that's kind of where beauty gets a bad rap these days. It's used for advertising. It's used for convincing us, oh, if we buy this thing, well, look, this beautiful person is associated with this thing, and the beauty hooks you, it pulls your attention in, and then you associate it with this thing, and then you want this thing, you know. And that's often layered into especially for advertisements aimed at men, it's layered into a sexual connotation. So the girl in the bikini eating the hamburger, some sort of advertisement at some point that went that way. But there's in all of that, it's still attached to ownership. That there's a drive within us that wants to own beauty. And I guess the question for me is when is that um when is that worthy and when is that a mistake? You know?
Mm.
Um I think there's an element of consumption. I don't know. It is truly hard to draw a line there because there's clearly some cases where it's bad. And yet you can't make every case bad because the appreciation of something beautiful is good and the wanting to cultivate beauty is good, but wanting to do it for its own sake maybe is not good, or wanting to do it as a means of making yourself somehow more important because of it.
Mm.
Um, yeah. And again, it's just the Odysseus's relationship to this beautiful young girl is kind of there's a key there for me, um, that I think is important
Mm.
because he sings her praises like directly to her.
Mm.
He describes her as the narrator does. He describes her as goddess like, as akin to Artemis.
Mm.
Um, and so he's not blind to it, but he's not moved to take actions that ultimately wouldn't be respectful of the beauty or wouldn't cultivate it more so.
Mm.
It's almost like in trying to own it, we ruin it.
Mm.
Um, the flower metaphor keeps coming to mind because I got a vase of peonies here on the table. But you know, picking a flower, but you bring
Mm.
it inside, but then the flower's dead, right? So in a flower, it's probably not so bad. I got these at the store; they were already picked. Um, but metaphorically speaking, I think there's something to that. In trying to own beauty, we sort of lose it.
Mm.
Um, yeah.
Yeah, that seems consistent with what he compares her to, is the palm tree outside of the Apollo's altar. And he
Mhm.
just, I think you said he gazed at it for hours, right? I mean, this is true appreciation of it, this worshiping of it in a way.
Mhm.
And he
Mhm.
doesn't, it's interesting, he doesn't worship her, but he admires her. And yeah, I think that is a powerful scene. Something about how maybe it's a little like how you said you can appreciate nature. You take it in, you're a part of it. I mean, it draws you in and you become a part of something. and it can change. It can give change your way of looking at things too. And that's a very different way from advertising or pornography, which is it's for a specific kind of low purpose and it's not related to truth.